Welcome to the podcast. It's Mr. Ish. We're here at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, Kildare Clubhouse. It's been a while since I had these guys. It's always a laugh, though. Today we continue on with our Brent's Club podcast. I think this is our third or fourth one. They're real doozies. I like listening to them. I recommend them to other people too. So let's go around the table and let's introduce ourselves. Mine is echoing for some reason.
Hello.
Let's go around the table and let's introduce ourselves. We have a newcomer, so we have to introduce him first. Please introduce yourself. Give me your name and your age.
My name is Bruce and I'm 13.
You 13, Bruce?
Yeah.
Damn, he older than me.
That's what I was gonna say. I didn't even know he's 13. He shocked me right there. Bruce is the first time here, right, Bruce?
Not right. No.
Well, not the first time in the group, but the first time doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Hope we get a lot of listeners from you. Because Bruce said he's half Puerto Rican and just half white. So maybe we'll get a lot of Puerto Ricans listening to this podcast. Next, who we got?
Got Mr. Every single podcast for me.
Oh my God, this guy.
I got flex real quick for me.
Yeah, he got flex. Not by choice, but we just pick him because I don't know. I don't know why I always pick him. But he always has something to say. So
Yeah. My name is Jaden and I'm 12 years old.
Jaden, 12 years old, and he's in every podcast. Don't worry about it.
Yes, sir.
And last but not least,
Deron Ashley, wake up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got so bored of what you were saying.
oh, all right.
My name is Deron and I'm 13 years old.
Deron's been here since he was 3 years old.
What?
Nah, Deron. You got to look at Deron's video. If you don't know, go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and look for what was it? I forgot the name of it. Best Summer of My Life. Best Summer of My Life. Yeah, he's in there throwing a couple of bars. Look it up. It's on the Kids Bay Digital Arts, and it's called Best Summer of My Life. Let's see if we get some more hits on that video. It's a classic one. He's the one that's he got a book bag on his back and he lost it in the camp or something. I forgot his line, but you'll see him. You'll see Deron. You know who he is. Guys, today, Brent's Club. I know we laugh a lot, but today we have a serious topic. We're talking about the effects of some of these substances, drugs, even alcohol. Even I will even go down to tobacco and hookah. People, hookah's not good for you. So we could talk about what you guys think the ways they affect you, and then maybe we could correct each other on what it actually does. So, do you? Well, we all know that cigarette smoke is no good for you, right? Could we agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Could let's go down the line. Start with Duran, because he's, Could you tell me what's one of the bad things about cigarette smoke?
It can shortage your oxygen levels, and another thing is that your teeth can get rotted, and it can I forgot what the word is, dilute over time.
You could dilute what?
Like it'll start chipping away.
Oh, it could eat the enamel of your teeth and stuff like that. Soda does that too. If you drink a lot of soda and all that stuff, and then you lick like your teeth and all that stuff, you could kind of feel it's kind of like a sandpaper because the sugar's eating up on your teeth. That's what it does. Okay, so that's one of the things that cigarettes do. What's one of the bad things that cigarettes do to you?
Like affect the lungs.
Yep. Affect your breathing. And if you don't breathe, you're not gonna be alive. It's fun. So affected breathing is one of them. Bruce, what's something that cigarettes do to you?
Kills you.
Yeah, but how? How does it kill you?
Lung cancer.
Lung cancer. So you can have different forms of cancer. I don't know if you've seen those commercials that they have where the guy has like a hole in his throat.
Yeah.
And he's like, and he starts talking like that. It's because, I guess because of breathing, it messes up your esophagus and stuff like that. So there's different things that, the chemicals that they use for these tobaccos, for these cigarettes and stuff, it's sprayed with all types of stuff. And those sprays, they're basically just chemicals that are going into your body when they shouldn't be there. They definitely could hurt your lungs, collapse your lungs. They give you like a tar buildup in your lungs. If you ever seen a X-ray of somebody that doesn't smoke and someone that smokes, like of their lungs, you could see the difference. So that looks pretty weird. So that's cigarettes. Now let's go to. So how could that affect you? I mean, all those things could happen in you. So it starts affecting your not only mental, because you get stuck on the nicotine. The nicotine is something that your body will start needing
An
because
addiction.
it always wants it. So you start being addicted to cigarettes. That's why when you see people that smoke, they smoke a lot of cigarettes. They smoke 3 4 cigarettes, quickly. Some people say it calms them down, but I think that it's just the nicotine that kicks in. So how about let's say alcohol. So what are the things that the alcohol does to you? We can start off with Bruce with this one. Bruce, what are some of the effects of alcohol?
Um, get you drunk.
Ooh, guess you nice, guess you drunk. So that's how alcohol affects your bloodstream. It gets into your blood and makes you drunk and gets you impaired. That's why people say don't drink and drive because you can't react to certain things. What's another thing that alcohol does to you?
If you drink a lot of alcohol, you become an alcoholic.
Yes, your body also could be dependent on it. People say that they have the shakes. Like people are like, oh, I haven't had a drink, and they're shaking and stuff like that. So it does affect your body. Your body always wanting it or craving it. What's another thing that alcohol does to you?
Um, I'm pretty sure it can mess up your digestive system, especially your liver.
Oh
It
yeah,
can
well yeah,
break down your liver.
it messes up your liver, and if you mess up your liver, that controls a lot of things in your body. And a corroded liver, or what they when it starts eating away at your liver, so it could give you all types of cancers. It could affect it could. One little thing about your body is that when one thing shuts down, it could like basically just have a lot of other things happen. So something like your liver being failing or something like that could then cause you to have heart attack. It could, there's little things that because you're like, oh, I'm a smoker, I can't breathe well, then maybe you get asthma or you get emphysema or something like that. So because you're smoking, it starts picking at different things of your body, and that's how it starts affecting it. Alcohol also, besides the liver, it could affect you. It could impair your vision, obviously. It could impair movement because you're so drunk, right? That you can't move your arm, you be all lazy, you don't know what to do. So, those things could affect you walking, could affect you driving, could affect you operating machinery, and stuff like that. So you have to be very, very, very careful when you consume alcohol. Um, I'll be going to the heavy ones, guys. We're going to the big ones. All right, so let's start off with pharmaceuticals. Let's start off with just regular painkillers. So how do you think painkillers affect your body?
Um, when you consume painkillers, it can rearrange like your body or how it moves, like your stomach. It can move in another way.
Everything
Wow.
affects your stomach because when you take these pills, remember they go into your stomach first. So even when you have antibiotics, has anyone had antibiotics before, like for an
Yeah.
infection
Yeah.
or something like that? You see, if they give it to you, they usually say, eat something first before you have the pill, and that's because the pill or even the liquid could be very strong, and when you're putting it into an empty stomach from the acids and all that stuff that's in your body, it could affect you immediately, really quick. So sometimes people feel like throwing up. Sometimes you may feel nauseous. Sometimes it may give you diarrhea. Sometimes it may get you constipated. So you don't never know. The people's bodies are all different. They kind of could tell you this slightly might happen. But so painkillers definitely affect your stomach. They affect that immediately, but they also affect your nerves because if you're taking painkillers for, let's say, a broken foot or something, so it could relieve some of the pain. Well, most of the pain that you have, if you have a cast on, is not the cast, right? It's the pain inside, the tingling, the so those are all nerves. So it controls those little nerves. So those nerves, it can't pinpoint just your leg. It's whatever nerves in your body. So it'll control. It'll relax all the nerves throughout your body. So that's what they call painkillers. They're gonna kill the pain. But too much of anything is not gonna be good. So when you start taking this, it messes up your stomach. It gives you constipation. It starts affecting you because you'll start craving this particular, type of painkiller. And it could be something like Tylenol, and then it goes to extra strength Tylenol, and then you go to Advil, and then you go into the bigger ones like Percocets and OxyContin and stuff like that. And those are the ones that, or even I don't even know they have morphine pills anymore. But morphine. Has anyone had morphine before?
I
Like,
don't.
has anyone had an operation?
Mm,
Yeah.
You had an operation?
Wait, a
What?
stitch?
No, that's not an operation. That's a
like surgery?
Like a
yeah,
surgery?
like a surgery.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
my leg. When
for
I
your
busted
leg.
open my leg.
Okay, so they probably gave you something in liquid form, maybe some form of type of morphine, because it relaxes your whole body in order for them to like reconstruct it or put it back into its place. Bruce, you ever had an operation or something like
No.
that? I'm gonna let you know. One time I was riding a mountain bike and I hit a tree like going 55 miles an hour, and they flew me out of a helicopter. They put me like in a crate or something. The helicopter flew me to the hospital. That was the first time I ever got morphine. I couldn't feel my face, but I broke like all my bones on one side of my body, so I was in extreme pain and in shock. So they gave me morphine, and I really could not feel my face. It was like numb, my lips, everything. So the how quickly that works is incredible. But I could see how you could get addicted to that really, really fast because some people get these operations and then they have like this little thing that they call the doctor like whenever they want to pain medicine, and they like click a little red button, and in some other places the red button is the morphine, so they have like little small doses that you could give yourself. A lot of people just hit that button all day, all day, all day because they don't want to feel no pain because it feels so relaxing. It's a very strange drug. Morphine is really, really, I mean, I guess for operations it has to work, but I'm pretty sure that people would use that, just to get high and to do other things with it. So morphine is definitely one of those weird drugs. Um, what's another extreme one or something that we can't think of? Um, you know what people take now? What they call that? Like Robitussin and I know a lot of the rappers used to do it like with syrup. They call it syrup, right, or something like that. Yeah, codeine. Yeah. So the other day I went to go buy something for my daughter, so they was both sick. I can't find cough medicine in any pharmacy. Like people just buying it and like keep it in their pocket and bust it out, like, and they just drinking it, like just it's weird. It's real bugged out, and so people are doing that. So it's like the codeine in the medicine, like the cough medicine and all that stuff. I know some of the rappers. I know. What's his name? I think it was a Yeezy, not Easy.
Yeet.
Huh? Little Wayne, yeah. Little Wayne you always see him with a foam cup, and they used to put medicine in there and then mix it with Sprite so it could taste more like a drink, and they'll drink cough medicine just so they could feel good. It's a weird thing, but you could imagine that also. Have you ever had cough medicine and you go to sleep? That joint can really numb you.
Yeah.
So you could imagine having that, drinking it in one of these big cups, and constantly drink. I'm talking about they drink a whole bottle. You know how you take a dose, like a little cap,
Yeah.
boom, you go to sleep, you feel better. Oh, your chest is warm.
Yeah.
These guys are mixing it with soda so they could drink more of it and finish a whole bottle. Your body's not made to finish a whole bottle of cough medicine. Like so, it's gonna react and it's gonna cause you to be numb. It's gonna cause you to not slur your words. It's gonna cause you to do all that, and I guess they're self medicating themselves and trying not to feel whatever pains that they have mentally mostly because it's not really physical stuff. Um, I guess that's one of the reasons why people get high, right? What do you think people get high? What do you think is their function of getting high?
Well, like, what do they do to get high?
No, no, no. What they do is we know they do drugs, but what do you think is the function of getting high? Like, so. Oh man, I want to get high. Why you want to get high? Like, what would be the function of getting high?
Some people may be addicted because when they're stressed, they try it once and they can't stop.
Okay, so it's like a stress reliever. What do you think is a function, Bruce, of getting high? What's the the reasoning between getting high?
Maybe like depression.
It could be depression. It could be a lot of people, self medicate. They don't. This is all of us. I think now it's become a little more important, but mental health is a big thing. Not a lot of us talk about our feelings. Not a lot of us talk about um, things going on in our life. Not a lot of us, talk to professionals. So like I'm gonna smoke a joint. I'm gonna feel good about myself, or I'm gonna worry about my problem. I'm not gonna worry about my problems. So that's one of the reasons I think that people get high. Um, what about let me see. What about people that drink? Why do you think they drink?
To relieve pressure
To relieve pressure. That could be one.
or peer pressure.
Peer pressure. What do you think? Why do you think people drink?
For the feeling of it, like when
For
it kicks in and like you're high or something or drunk.
for the relaxation of it, because it relaxes you, I guess. Um, what do you think, Bruce? Why do you think people drink?
Maybe like 'cause to them it feels good.
Because it feels good to them. Um, I tell you that most drinkers usually will start saying, "Oh, I just like drinking when I'm socializing." Like when you basically hanging out with your friends, or you're at a celebration, you're at a party, you wanna be happy. So you be like, oh yeah, I have a beer, or I have a drink, or something like that. So I guess that's one of the reasons. And it's not a problem that you may have a glass of wine, or you may have a drink. The Like everything in life, if you have too much, then it's a problem. So if you have a drink, and you go on a date with your wife, your girlfriend, or something like that, and you're celebrating the birth of your child, and you have a little cup of champagne, and nothing wrong with that. But now drinking 3 bottles of champagne by yourself, now that's a problem. Financially, it's a problem because they're really expensive, and then the problem is that you're gonna be drunk, and you ain't gonna be able to drive or take care of your baby and stuff like that. So those things like that are really important to try to level yourself, and not have too much of. We talked about a lot of stuff, or at least I did. How do you guys feel about this podcast? Did we learn anything from this?
Yeah.
What you learn?
Drugs.
About the painkillers part.
Painkillers. Yeah, man.
I didn't know that you can get addicted to painkillers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
most of
didn't
these
know
most
that.
of these football players, and like wrestling
I know
players and all that,
wrestler. Yeah,
they get addicted to that quick. Somebody slams you on in
painkillers.
in WWH. You know how people say, oh, it's fake and all that stuff. Someone really still has to slam you. And there's styles that you could land a certain way, but eventually, you're gonna have some pain. And then, you're gonna go out tomorrow to, Dallas, and you have another performance over there. So people start popping in those painkillers, and then you get addicted to that quick. Because you feel so good, the pain doesn't exist, and then you go out and you perform again. So baseball players, I'm talking about all these, but sports players. A lot of them get addicted to that. That's one of the first things that they get addicted to is painkillers, and especially if they do have something like a torn, a tore groin or something like that, and the doctor prescribes a painkiller, and then they have access to it. Instead of taking one, they take four. Instead of taking four, hey, I'm a big guy. I'm 320-pound linebacker. Four is not going to do it for me. I take six. And then you taking six, 3 times a day. 6 times 3. Give me the math real quick, guys.
18.
Okay, you go to a good school. What's the name of your school there? Let's
Kibble.
shout them out. It sounds like Kips. You got that good math. You got that good math. You must go to a private school. So you get addicted to the pills really quick. I'm good with this podcast, man. You guys did a good job.
Because
For
I
new-
was in it.
Huh?
Of course.
Oh, there you go. See, he wants to give
I
himself.
was in it, bro.
How about giving the newcomer a little credit? How about giving the old veteran? He came back. He's still ashy and everything, but he's out here.
Why you violating it?
He's out here in the streets. Thank you guys. I mean, I always enjoy talking to you guys, and these podcasts are serious topics, but every once in a while we gotta laugh, and I hope you all learn something. I always learn. I learned that you guys know too much about these topics. That's what I learned. All right, guys. So just say goodbyes. We out of here. Don't give me no con. Give me a real goodbye, guy.
Goodbye.
All right, now it's
Adios.
Adios.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check. Check.
All right, we're out of here. Brent's Club podcast. I forgot what number. I think the number 4.